Hello and welcome everyone on this official platform of Legacy IAS Academy. So today in this session I'm going to discuss the issue with respect to US deal with Ukraine and Russia war. What if I told you that the US and Ukraine, once who were the close allies, are now at the stage of breaking point? That President Donald Trump just called Ukrainian President Zelensky a dictator and secretly holding talks with Russia without Ukraine at the table. So this shocking turn of the events is sending a shock waves through the Europe, as well as it could also change the course of the war. But the scene here is, why is Trump so frustrated with Zelensky? And why is he blaming Ukraine for a war that Russia has started? And what's really going on behind the closed doors with Vladimir Putin? So stay tuned, because this is a political showdown and you cannot afford to miss. Recently, a White House official, Mike Waltz, as you can see here, Mike Waltz said Ukraine's rejection of a US offer and criticism of Trump's in the media were unacceptable because Trump is frustrated with Zelensky. The reason here is why Trump is unhappy with Zelensky. So there are various reasons for this, including how Ukraine has responded to US support and negotiations for ending the war. So the way Ukraine has denied that is not liked by the president of US, that is President Donald Trump. And that is why Trump calls Zelensky as a dictator. जी हाँ, इसीलिए ट्रंप ने Zelensky को dictator कहा है. As you can see here, a top White House official said that President Donald Trump increasingly tough criticism of Zelensky. This reflects the administration's growing frustration with what they see as the Ukrainian leader creating, because Ukrainian leader creating the roadblocks to find an end game to Russia's invasion of Ukraine. Okay, so because now President Trump wants that there should be peace between Russia and Ukraine. That is why Trump is unhappy because of Zelensky's rejection. So that is why he called Zelensky as a dictator. Now, when he recently called Zelensky as a dictator, and he also warned that he should negotiate, that is, Zelensky should negotiate to quickly end this war, or Ukraine might not survive with this war. तो ऐसे बहुत सारी एलिगेशंस, ऐसी बहुत सारे स्टेटमेंट्स दिए गए हैं. And Zelensky, what Zelensky said, Zelensky responded for this, that United States of America is acting on the disinformation which is provided by the Russia. So basically what Zelensky is saying, that Zelensky is trying to say that Trump believes in Russian disinformation. So that is the scenario which is currently going on here. Clear? So let me tell you that the scenario which is going on here is that this is related to the recent US deal with respect to Ukraine and Russia. Clear? So recently, when Zelensky said that Trump believes in Russian disinformation, so Ukrainian President Zelensky responded to the comments which is made by the US President Donald Trump. And Zelensky also accusing him of believing in Russian disinformation. And that is why at his home, Florida, Trump claimed that Zelensky's approval rating was about 4%. And Zelensky actually denied this thing at the press conference in Kyiv, and saying that this was false information coming from Russia. That is why Zelensky said that this information is coming from Russia. And he also added that Trump was living in a disinformation space. ट्रम्प जो है वो एक्ट कर रहे हैं रशिया के डिसइंफॉर्मेशन स्पेस में. So Trump also suggested that Ukraine should hold the elections. So that is why Trump said that Ukraine should hold the elections, even though they have been postponed due to the war and martial law in Ukraine. And because of the ongoing conflict, Ukrainian public opinion polls are unreliable. So Zelensky made these comments before meeting with Keith Klog. So let me show you the image of his Keith Klog. Now Keith Klog is a US special envoy for Ukraine and Russia. He is a special US envoy for Ukraine and Russia. So all these statements which is made by Zelensky before the meeting of this Keith Klog, and Keith Klog who arrived in Kyiv on Wednesday. इस वेंसडे को उन्होंने विजिट किया कीव में, and Kellogg is there to meet with Zelensky. As you can see images, he is the special envoy of Donald Trump, and he is there to meet Zelensky and military leaders as US policy now shifting towards engaging with Russia also instead of isolating the President Vladimir Putin. So now US policy is also taking the stand towards Russia. Now US is not isolating Russia at all, clear, because of this ongoing war. So why there are disagreements over the US deal? What are the reasons for the disagreements over this US deal? So let me tell you that US offered Ukraine a deal where they would gain access to Ukraine's critical minerals. जी हाँ, तो US ने एक डील ऑफर की है यूक्रेन को where US can gain access to Ukraine's critical minerals, and in exchange for this continued US support towards Ukraine. Clear? Now Zelensky rejected this deal. Zelensky ने क्या किया? इस डील को रिजेक्ट कर दिया. Why Zelensky rejected this deal? So Zelensky rejected this deal by saying that this deal did not offer enough security guarantee for Ukraine, and this deal was also focused on US interest only. Now what is the view of Trump with respect to war? Clear? तो जेलेंस्की ने इसीलिए इस डील को क्या कर दिया? इस डील को पूरी तरीके से रिजेक्ट कर दिया. अब why US is interested in Ukraine deal with respect to rare earth minerals? So let me tell you, as you can see here the newspaper cutting, that the proposal, this US proposal focused on how US can use the Kyiv's rare earth minerals as compensation for support which is already given to Ukraine by the Biden administration, and as a payment for future aid, that US will provide you aid, but in return you have to allow us to use your rare earth minerals. So as a payment for future aid, current and former things. So these things are mentioned by Ukrainian officials. Clear? Now apart from this, Ukraine, let me tell you, Ukraine has vast reserves of critical minerals, and these critical minerals are used in aerospace, defense and nuclear industries. So Trump administration has indicated that it is interested in accessing these critical minerals, because if US will get the access of these critical minerals, this will reduce the dependence on China. But Zelensky said any exploitation would need to be tied to the security guarantee, that we will allow you, but you should give us security guarantee for Ukraine that would deter future Russian aggression, कि आप फ्यूचर में हमें बचाएंगे. क्लियर? सो जेलेंस्की क्या चाहते हैं? उनसे सिक्योरिटी गारंटी चाहते हैं, and that is why Zelensky also made one statement that this is a colonial agreement and Zelensky cannot sign it. Clear? Now why these things are there? What is the view of Trump on this Russia-Ukraine war? So Trump suggested that Ukraine is partly to blame for the war, even though Russia invaded Ukraine in February 2022. So when Trump was asked that who is responsible for this war. जब मीडिया ने ट्रम्प से पूछा, clear, that what he thinks, that who is responsible for this war, Putin or Zelensky. So his advisor also, like Waltz, avoided giving the direct answer. Clear? Even his advisor also avoided giving the direct answer for this reason. Clear? That who is responsible for Russia-Ukraine war. That is why his advisor did not give direct answer. And apart from this, recently Trump's secret talks with Russia, that has annoyed European countries as well as the Ukraine. Clear? Now, recently, I think yesterday, it was there in the news. Now, President of France is going to visit United States of America. So, Trump administration recently sent officials, including Secretary of State, as you can see here, including Secretary of State Marco Rubio, to Saudi Arabia for talks with Russian representatives. जी हाँ, तो अभी secretly meeting की गई है Russia and US की in Saudi Arabia, and these talks happened without Ukraine or European countries being included, which upset Zelensky and some European leaders also. So the secret talks between Trump's administration and Russian officials, excluding Ukraine as well as European allies, could have a major geopolitical consequences. जी हाँ, इसके काफी ज्यादा geopolitical consequences देखने को मिल सकते हैं. Now, what do you think? What can be the geopolitical consequences of this secret meeting? So let me tell you, there can be number of geopolitical consequences of this secret meeting and US closeness towards Russia. First geopolitical consequence will be, it will weaken the Western unity. It will weaken Western unity. जी हाँ, it will weaken the Western unity by sidelining Ukraine and Europe. Trump approach could fracture the United States-led coalitions who are supporting Kyiv, and European nations already worried about United States of America reliability, and it might start seeking alternative security arrangements, potentially even reconsidering their NATO commitment also. Second important implication can be, it can strengthen Russia's position in global politics. Strengthening Russia's position in geopolitics. जी हाँ. Now how? Now engaging Russia without Ukraine legitimizes Putin's authority in negotiation, and it could also pressurize Ukraine into accepting an unfavorable peace deal. And if Trump signals that he is willing to cut aid to Ukraine, so Putin could exploit this and to push for a settlement that solidifies Russia's control over the occupied territories. And the third implication could be a new power shift in global alliances. There can be new power shift. Now, how new power shift in global alliances? So if Trump pushes for a peace deal which is favorable to Russia, China could see this as a sign that US is stepping back. Now China can see this as a sign that US is stepping back. Clear? And China will try to create its role, create its sphere of influence in this region also. So this might encourage China to be more aggressive in Taiwan or increase its influence in Europe also. In this way, China can increase its influence in Europe. Clear? And with this, China can also increase its influence in Africa and Middle East. So these things are very important. This we need to understand. Then apart from this, economic and strategic consequences of this motive. Economic and strategic consequences. Now, what can be economic and strategic consequences? So let me tell you that US proposal to access Ukraine's critical minerals in exchange for aid. This suggests a shift towards transactional diplomacy. This looks like more transactional diplomacy, and if we and Ukraine has already refused, है ना? So now US might seek similar deals elsewhere, possibly in Africa or South America. So this is going to reshape global resource dependencies also. Now, one thing is clear, that Ukraine future is at risk, with Trump openly criticizing Zelensky, and Ukraine might lose critical US military and financial support. So this could force Ukraine to negotiate from a position of weakness or seek alternative allies, potentially deepening its ties with European powers or even exploring new partnership with China. So bottom line of overall these things, that these talks could reshape the global balance of power. And if Trump pressurizes Ukraine into a peace deal that benefits Russia, it could also embolden the authoritarian regime worldwide, which is going to weaken the NATO's credibility, as well as it is going to change the future of United States of America foreign policy. So now the question here is whether this leads to peace or further instability remains to be seen. Now, is Trump's tough instance on Ukraine a smart diplomatic move, or is he playing right into Putin's hand? So, with tensions rising and secret negotiations unfolding, one thing is clear, that this could reshape the future of the war and also the global politics as we know it. But what do you think? Is Trump pushing for peace, or is he abandoning Ukraine? So drop your thoughts in the comment sections below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more explosive political updates. So stay tuned, because we are going to unravel various geopolitical truths. Thank you so much.